Guarding Your Truth at Any Age. My Perspective by Sammy Kay. Written November 5th, 2012. Recorded September 9th, 2022. The fact that each of us are unique in our own right makes it safe to say that our personal truths are customized just for us. No matter what our truth happens to be, we must always be mindful of just how important it is in the purpose of our lives. The pathway to my truth has been filled with pain, disappointment, and sadness, resulting in growth, joy, and peace. I see my truth as being stored in a very nice box, comfortably nestled deep. That visual makes me smile. Nestled deep inside the core of my spirit. The box is filled with my beliefs, my dreams, my moral compass, and my natural instinct. My peace has become such a part of who I am. I recently made the mistake of not being careful enough regarding personal choices. A very wise friend told me to always guard my truth. I never thought there would be a need. You know, we think we have everything covered. I consider his words a lesson learned, hence the name of this post. As an older woman, I was extremely disappointed in myself. I learned many years ago just how accurate my instincts have always been. I choose to believe that our instinct is a special gift that God has given women to better fulfill our purpose for Him. We just have to remember that. Since God does not make mistakes, the fact that men and women are so different in so many ways is certainly no accident. It does take effort and a serious spirit of discernment and lots of prayer to figure out how to successfully blend together. Young women are likely to ignore their instincts because of simple lack of experience in regards to just how accurate their instincts are. It can be an amazing experience when you finally figure out how powerful the truth of your inner feelings can be. When a woman is young, she is so often filled with the confidence of her youth. She feels the surge of her own power and trusts her ability to make the best decisions for her. After all, she has a lifetime to get it right, right? And then what you think when you're young and you have a whole life and a whole world before you? Sure. As older women, we are on intimate terms with our inner feelings, but life situations can sometimes cause us to doubt ourselves. It could be either loneliness, boredom, or even the fear of overthinking. I am so guilty of overthinking. It is during these times when we choose to ignore the gentle nudges of our inner voice. We, we forget where that inner voice comes from. God does not leave His children alone. We ignore the questions we should be asking ourselves and rush to the answers that are almost guaranteed to be disappointing, but not in the least surprising when we're honest with ourselves. People always tell and show you who they are, always. We have to own the mistake of ignoring their truth. It's there, But sometimes we just don't want to see it. We just don't want to hear it. So, what next? For a young woman, the life lessons she learns that can be directly connected to an inner feeling will help her to recognize and embrace her gift of natural instinct. She has the free will to ignore her inner voice, but as she matures, those times will become fewer. For the older woman, she will, of course, pray, forgive herself, and with God's love, move on. She is fully aware that even the mindset of another person can be a threat to a person's truth. One of the most interesting differences between men and women can be seen in what is often, not always, but often, their approach to logic and power. When a woman cares for a man and he has issues, or what might be viewed as challenges, her nurturing instinct will kick in and she will do her best to help him and at least try to fix the problem. Even if she becomes angry, even an aggressive woman, she will seldom use his issues as an emotional weapon. It happens, but that is not the norm. It is quite likely that a man will take the same issues and challenges of a woman and attempt to use them against her as a show of logical manipulation. Do they realize they're doing this? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Sometimes yes, hopefully, sometimes no. This is especially true when the man feels the need to hone in his point. It is important to take inventory of our truths from time to time. We must recognize that our truths are major components of who we are. We cannot leave anything this important unprotected. Take the time to remember how challenging our life lessons were to learn and appreciate their true value. We cannot afford to ignore a God given gift. We must always make the effort to hear the gentle voice of our heart. Just remember where it comes from. Thank you, Father.